So much going on with regard to defense and defense stocks. The president is calling for a military budget in 2027 of $1.5 trillion. That is higher than this year's $900 billion budget for defense, which of course was just passed a month ago. The president says that tariff revenue will fund that increase in defense spending. You saw defense stocks rally yesterday. European defense stocks also at all-time highs now. Investors are betting on stronger long-term spending. But the president is also ordering a crackdown on the defense companies and their stock buybacks. He's threatening to punish contractors with delayed or over-budgeted projects while pushing the companies to invest more in plants, equipment, and production. Chris, this is something that we've been focused on this program for a long time. The fact is this country, while we have the best military equipment, we cannot make our military equipment fast enough. Here's something from the president's executive order yesterday. While the United States produces the best military equipment in the world, we do not make enough of it quickly enough to meet the needs of our military and our partners. I mean, I was talking to a military source last year, and I reported this on the air, and he told me if anything in terms of a conflict were to break out today, and China were to go into Taiwan today, we do not have the equipment at the ready right now to actually have it make a difference, because we can't make our military equipment, defense equipment, fast enough. But the president's response here is to say, look, you are not going to do buybacks and dividend payouts until we see more investments in this. Your thoughts?
So I think it's a really important situation. I mean, clearly, national security is the most important, function of really the government. If companies are going to do well, we need to have strong national borders. We need to be able to compete in the world, but also be able to protect our interests at home and abroad. And so the idea that we'd invest a lot more in the military makes sense. We're in a paradigm shift. The world has gotten more dangerous. We're seeing people making moves around the world, whether that's in Europe, the Middle East. And it's always been a dangerous world. We're clearly getting out of those, 60, 70 years of post-World War II stability. Now we're starting to see some instability. It makes a lot of sense that you want to do a lot more investment in the military, build things up. But as you pointed out, I think it's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, you would see a lot of defense companies benefiting from a lot more spending and procurement from the government. On the other hand, their stock prices may only move up in a more muted fashion, because if they're not able to do stock buybacks and dividends and they're putting a lot of the money into the companies, then the stocks may not move as quickly. But ultimately, we do think there's a tailwind. We do think defense stocks and defense companies will benefit from this increased investment by the government.